juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Joe Mixon.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, here's Mixon. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Joe Mixon.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At their 48-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Joe Mixon.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Keep it up, guys. Right there, 54.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Colts.
They go play action. Mayfield. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Melvin Gordon on the
completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
87.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20, 10, 5. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, that's the danger of throwing the ball to that part of the field because if it does get picked off, as we just saw there, they can run a long way. They're actually fortunate they didn't give up a touchdown in addition.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
And a Colts first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Bengals 7, Colts nothing.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me with a jealousy.
Now Gordon on first down. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Gordon on the carry.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Shift. Switch.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
4 yards on the pickup.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gronk's first catch, good for a first down.
10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Cincinnati Bengals.
A big play there for the Bengals. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. It's Mixon on the counter. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
This is Mixon. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The ball carrier.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Let's go. Mike, number 53.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
From the red zone now, Mayfield sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because The receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Blankenship's kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Rodgers on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mayfield on play action. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. And even 40 yards.
Colts.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete to
Melvin Gordon. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Taken down by DeForest.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Burrow on third down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brought down by Anthony.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Oh, yeah, it's coming. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, 27 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, and finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Rodgers on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Play fake. Mayfield. And his pass incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return will stop right around the 25. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Rodgers on the return. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Bengals 28, Colts 9.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Mayfield off the play fake. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Indianapolis.
On 1st down, Gordon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield now from the 50. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. Mayfield. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face a third down. And again, it's Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. William Jackson with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. Now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll run with Mixon. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, Mixon. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 34. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, no fourth quarter. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Catch made here by Campbell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield, letting one go deep for the end zone.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
2nd and 7.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Colts 1st down.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You just like
you're
one
handing
game
out,
ball?
You're handing out multiple, although I